Hello and welcome everybody. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and this is Prince Harry. Turn and look at the camera. This is the troublemaker that sometimes you will hear him carrying on and meowing, and yes, so you can see he doesn't like the camera and away he goes. So I'm here for the weekly picker card, and thanks for joining me. And so it's really simple. Just pick a number between 1 and 5 and I will do a psychic tarot interpretation for the week commencing June 15, 2020. Let's go to the board now. Have you got your number? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First number that pops into your mind. Okay, so let's have a look for card number 1. Card number 1, and I'm hunting. There, we're going with that one. Closing my eyes now, and what do I see? I get a flash of blue. It's sort of aqua blue, so green and blue together. You know, I see that quite often. It's about expressing what you love, okay? And getting in touch with your heart and talking about it. And you can do that in any number of ways. It doesn't have to be just verbally. You can write, you can publish all sorts of things, live stream, create movies, whatever you want to do. Lots of different ways to express what you love. There's also a chakra, a new chakra being formed in humanity between the heart chakra and the throat chakra, which is this aqua blue-green colour. And we come up with the 3 of Cups. Okay, so the 3 of Cups, you'll see that colour I was just talking about there down the bottom here. This is the colour, the subconscious waters. Okay, the colour of the subconscious waters is blue-green of the fish. And these 3 lasses here are all in the fish's mouth. So that means that something's going to come up out of your subconscious, and it could be to do with your work colleagues, or also your friends, or even your family. This card is about teamwork if you've picked card number 1. Now there's a few glitches here, but the end result is what you all agree upon. It is a bit of an emotional time, finding balance, and you know, through talking and expressing yourself. So that's where that blue-green colour comes in, through the self-expression, working with other people and finding a way through where you can get the job done, or whatever it is that you're doing together. Sometimes you might be socializing. This one in the middle here, she's a bit wasteful. This one takes action. This one here on the end is a little bit more withdrawn, maybe not as loud as this red one you see. But the 3 of you together, you can go out and have a fun time. Just be aware that sometimes when there's 3, you could be having a great fun time, but a little click can form between 2 and 1 can be excluded. So just be aware of that. It's not a big danger or anything like that. If you do feel hurt because you're excluded, then just take note and maybe, you know, have less to do with those people. But it's not a big problem. Okay, we're going to card number 2. Card number 2 for the week commencing 15th of June 2020. Oh, and 2 jump out. I don't know what that top one is yet. I haven't seen that. The one underneath is blue, I know that. But I'm closing my eyes now. And yes, it's about closing the door to the past. I see a door closing. And some of you may be reluctant to close the door. I also see a blue ribbon, like, you know, when you come first in something and you get a blue ribbon? So first. So you may be successful in something. And look at this, the Tower. Something is coming to an end, and so that's the closing the door part. And you may even know about it or suspect, because see this eye up here? the third eye that sees all, could be giving you little hints that something's coming to an end. It is for the better though, and this blue ribbon of coming first after the door closes is that something is, you're going to be rewarded in some way. Something else is coming. The crown topples, the tower falls apart, the situation falls apart. You could leave a job, leave a relationship, or if you stay in a relationship, something changes substantially that puts the relationship on new terms, and you're likely to do better in some way, because I see this blue ribbon first. The tower can be traumatic. It's not always pleasant. And it can also be unpredictable. But just do know, if you've picked card number 2 this week, something is finishing so that something better can come along and you can come first. You will be rewarded. Okay, so don't be too concerned. In the big grand scheme of things, it's going to work out better for you. Card number 3, if you've picked card number 3, I'm going to go with that one there. Closing my eyes now, and what do I see? I see a sword. It's pointed downwards, like into the earth. And this is an idea that's about to become physical. Okay, so you might have some plans, projects, desires even, that you're about to make real and physical, but some decisions need to be made because it's a sword. So that's a mental energy, something you're thinking about and making it real, but you need to make some decisions first. And we've got the Wheel of Fortune. This is about a new cycle beginning. Okay, the wheel turns. It turns all the time, in fact. It never stops turning. But you're ending something. You're ending something here if you picked card number 2. Something is ending so that something new and better can arrive. And often karma is associated with this. So it could be a past life connection with somebody that you used to know in a previous life. Or it could be perhaps in a previous life you did something good and now it's coming back to you. Somehow somebody's going to help you out. Okay, this is a very fortunate and lucky turn of events if you've picked card number 3. Card number 4. Card number 4 for the week commencing 15th of June. There's one under there or what? 15th of June 2020. Closing my eyes now. And what do I see? Oh, this is interesting. I see somebody a bit like a hobo or a homeless person. Excuse me, but they're wearing a cloak. They're not really homeless. They just look that way, but they're not. And they're wearing a cloak, but it feels like it's even a couple of thousand years ago. And there's some sheep here as well. Oh, it's, what do you call it? A shepherd. It's a shepherd. Shepherding sheep, but it's like a long time ago. Okay, ancient. I also feel a sense of this person is not as they seem. They're actually got a lot of knowledge and wisdom, even psychic ability here, this energy, and they're herding sheep. Okay, so if you've picked card number 4, if you're a psychic or you're in the metaphysical industry somehow, it's people that you can teach, okay, and you can guide them. You need to guide them the right way, though, obviously. There's too much going on at the moment with fake news and fake information, and nobody gets it right all the time. I mean, I'm not perfect either, so you need to go into your heart and check for yourself if somebody is trying to mislead groups of people rather than sort of steer them in the best direction. It's up to them to make the decision of how they run their lives, of course, but you can offer guidance and assistance to help people to become confident enough to check or trust, even to trust themselves, because we all have a big issue in trusting the universe and trusting ourselves, to make the right decisions. And I know it's not easy always to trust when you look at what's going on in the world. Now I'm seeing like angels in the sky, and there's actually a battle going on in the sky at the moment. So I really implore you to pick the light, choose the light, and don't go the way of manipulation, okay? It's up to every individual person to do what is right for themselves, and to understand the way that they understand. If you've picked card number 4, this is the world. The world is your oyster. You can manifest things physically this week. Okay, she's got one foot on the ground, the other foot in space. One foot in practical reality, the other foot in spirit. She's holding a staff, which means divinity, royalty. We all have that divine masculine and divine feminine within to guide us. There's an angel here, and there's an eagle here. So taking the big picture, being free. Freedom is a key point here, okay? And being wrapped in a very high vibration of energy, a very high frequency, because it's gold, okay? You don't need to put on a role or pretend you're something that you're not. She is nude. She is vulnerable, but spirit is enveloping her in a very high vibrational energy. And the world is your oyster if you've picked card number 4. Card number 5. Okay, card number 5 for the week commencing 15th of June 2020. Let's have a look and see. Going with that one. Okay, closing my eyes now. Card number 5. I see some flowers at a window. On the inside of a window means a window of opportunity. Okay, so this is about timing. There's a certain range of time that you can make the best of an opportunity, which is going to bring you great happiness. These actually look like gerberas, purple gerberas, and there's some pink ones there too. And they're on the inside of the opportunity. So if you open that opportunity up, open that window up, there's a lot of light out there, and there's also a treasure chest outside the window floating in the sky, and it's open. And I'm just trying to I'm trying to see what's in that treasure chest. Well, it's a bit weird. There's a few skulls, which I don't actually think of as treasure, but that's what I see, a few skulls. So something's died, something that has died, but underneath that, what do I see? I see some parchments, so knowledge, wisdom. I see some waterfalls. Okay, now we're cooking, because waterfalls are about vitality and energy. More energy flowing through your physical body, your health could improve. You may change your daily regime, your diet regime, your exercise, whatever it is you do on a daily basis. There's an improvement so that more energy comes into your physical body. You can get more done. There's also a tree here with roots, and the roots go down into the ground, but even though they're in the ground, the tree is moving forward. You are the tree. And you are rooted in the earth, but you are still moving forward. Somehow this magical place allows you to move your roots as you go along, as you journey. So you can take your roots with you somehow. So this could be your family, or those things that make you feel settled and grounded, make you feel stable and secure, and give you assistance, basically. So they could be friends, or other relationships that help, maybe even your work. You could be moving with your work. Okay, the tree I'm looking at, it's got nice green leaves. This is weird. It's splitting in half. I'm watching it, and out of it, okay, there's a new tree growing from the middle. It's just cracked open in front of me, and the new tree is sprouting. It's going to be a much bigger, better tree than the one before. Okay, the other one was a bit old, but not old. and there's a better tree. It's like a new cycle, like in your book of life, you've actually finished a chapter and you're starting a new chapter. I've never seen a tree split in half before, and this new tree is growing. So you need to nurture yourself so this new tree can grow properly. So, sunlight, water, and all the things, fertilizer that this new tree needs. So this is a new project or something very important, or maybe even yourself, your personal beliefs that you need to nurture. I'm very happy about that because that was me, number 5. That's the one I picked. And we've got the 2 of Wands. I think this one came out in Facebook too today at number 5. And you may have been restricted in some way, but now is a time for stepping out over those restrictions. It's easy to do now. Before, it was much harder to get out of that box, but you can get out of the box now. So a whole new journey awaits you. In fact, some action steps need to be taken. See, there's baseball bats, and the red colour means action. But blue is all about self-expression, okay? So your new journey involves you expressing yourself and what you want to do. She's burning sage. I must do that myself today around the house. And she's also holding a balloon with all of the planets on the balloon. All of the countries on the balloon. So this is the world in space. And she's holding on to it. So she's in touch with physical reality, but she's also in touch with spirit. She takes action, she expresses herself, and she releases herself from any restrictions. And because it's wands, it's a very fiery, motivational energy. Okay, so she could be feeling very assertive and really going to free herself shortly. Okay, so I'll just close my eyes for everybody and do a psychic summary. For the week commencing 15th of June 2020, I see some glasses of water. Okay, please drink more water to rejuvenate yourself. And I'm not talking about tap water, I'm talking about pure, clean water. Get a tank and some filters. Some good filters to filter rainwater, a gold chain around your neck. It was getting too tight, so you take it off. Even though something may look really good, it may be a high vibration, it just doesn't fit your identity anymore. It's a bit like a snake, the snake loses its skin because the snake is growing, and you're growing too. And so any old jewelry or things like that from the past, you should take them off, and maybe if you really love it, you can get them remade so that they're bigger. Okay, and what else do I see for the general population, the collective of energy for 15 June? Okay, I'm looking at the moon. It's like I'm walking around on the moon. And the moon has some mountains apparently. I hadn't noticed, but anyway, yes, so some big high areas, and I'm at the top of like a mountain looking down over the moon. So the moon is representative of our feminine side. It's all our inner stuff, looking within, self-reflection. Now is the time for self-reflection. Okay, looking at your dreams, whatever little things pop into your mind, subconscious things pop up into your mind, just take note. Okay, is there anything else? Oh, they're telling me, they're showing me a pink rose, which means love. So because of the shade of pink, that's self-love. And this guitar, and you're playing the music of your own life. You are the artist that's playing your life. Okay, well, I hope that's helpful for this week. And if you did find it helpful, please give it a like. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. I would really appreciate that. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. Okay, have a wonderful month, everybody. A wonderful week, I should say. A wonderful week, everybody, and I shall see you again soon. Okay, bye for now. Thanks so much for watching.
please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.